Right, time to start running through some familiar ground again. Sure, there's gonna be some different enemies along some of those parts of the path, but it still feels worth fast-forwarding through most of it. At the very least, I don't think it's all that interesting for us to deal with the same number of ice troops we ended the previous clip with, and good god, that felt a little odd to say considering how much damage they managed to do to us, despite the fight ending pretty fast. Right, managed to make the jump that time. Sounds like they finally set off an alarm after all the damage we've caused in here, and it looks like some of the elites in here are starting to wake up. As if I needed to be told to avoid getting shot by a massive cannon. Hell, the only reason I shot beams at the massive she-goths is because when it got tired of shooting blasts from its mouth, it became tired. And when it got tired, it became vulnerable to our missiles. But here, that is not the case, so I'm not taking that risk. Okay, that one managed to hurt us more than the first, or at least I think it did. It's not like I looked at the footage of the two fights against elites back to back. It's probably just a case of me being more cautious the first time, since I thought it was an outright boss, and when it turned out it wasn't, I didn't go, oh shit, and tense up for it. Right, new door, but all it's got for us is a map station. Well, that's a lot of unexplored ground, but if I'm reading this annoying 3D map right, then it's past the point where I started leaving this base anyway, so, yeah. At this point, it doesn't matter if they're authorized or not. They should just give up on those areas. Great! They tell people not to be in the Metroid holding cells unless authorized, and then immediately tell people that being there is a punishment. Whoever's in charge of this base is an absolute unrepentant asshole. And it's a shame that the leadership on Talon 4 isn't explicitly named. Hell, the only explicitly named pirate in this game is Ridley. Huh. How did I not notice that scannable thing on the wall before? Well, it's just hovering over the ground not too far from here. And it's the one orange spot in the rainy forest. Considering how many jetpacks you've got and how many troops you've had flying all over the place, you'd think that eventually your men would stumble onto the damn thing. But then, maybe this planet is a lot larger for the pirates than for the player. Of course, that raises the question of why things always seem so limited to Samus herself, considering the vast array of upgrades she can get in a given game. But that's one of the problems with this kind of media in general. Well, that upgrade's certainly a pain in the ass to reach. Maybe I should have fast-forwarded through this, just for the sake of not hearing that noise in the background for so long. Right, so we need to somehow activate the fans to get this gas out of here. Really getting the sense that even just animation-wise, the power bomb doesn't feel all that impressive compared to the other games we've done so far. I wonder if later Metroid Primes will make the power bomb look more amazing, and maybe do other things to give it more impact. Anyway, after all that, we've earned an energy tank again. It feels like I've been getting those a lot more easily in Metroid Prime than the 2D games. Is that just because we don't have to deal with the same kind of speed boost puzzles as the 2D games? Or is there something else at play here in this game, compared to the other Metroids we've gone through? Right, more stealth pirates. They probably shouldn't feel like a relaxing enemy to deal with, but really, the only thing for their gimmick is that they aren't visible with the standard or scanning visor, and they've only been invisible when we have the exact upgrade to be able to see them. Again, I like them more than the underwater and flying pirates, but still, they unfortunately don't have much going for them, especially now that we have the color-coded pirates with armor that resists all but specific weapons, and end up causing quite a bit of damage every time we run into them. They're still a fun enemy to take down, in my opinion, regardless of how many there are at a given time, but, yeah, stealth pirates. Oof. Yeah, even as it destroyed something, I'm not all that impressed in the power bomb in this game. Huh. When's the last time we've seen a standard pirate? Yeah, they don't hit as hard as the special beam pirates, and certainly can't last as long as a fight. Really nice way to highlight how powerful Samus has become this far into the game. Of course, it's also highlighting the fact that healing items are annoyingly rare drops from crates and enemies. But then, maybe I'm just paying more attention to that now, after that rather grueling amount of clips between save points. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we've got some spider tracks. Huh. Thought that was just an oddly colored pillar before. Probably should have seen that sooner, but to be fair, we've never seen a spider track spiral around like that. Sorry about that, had a bit of trouble getting the game to understand that I was shifting the control stick to match the new direction we were going in. And apparently that wasn't the right way to go anyway, since apparently we're still on the same level we climbed from. Well, apparently it's more than a little awkward to hit the turret from up here. Still, it's not impossible. Okay, no way we're getting through that door with both the red door and the phase on all over the ground here. Bloody hell, definitely not going in that direction. And with that fall, I'm back to fast forwarding. Bit of an odd place to put a spider track, but at least it didn't seem almost invisible to me like that pillar. There's nowhere to go from here other than a dead end. Do I need to do something to make that spider track move or something? Well, I certainly didn't need to do that. And great, I lost more energy than I gained when trying to get a healing item. Why do I even destroy crates in this game if this is the way I'm treated for doing so? Okay, honestly wasn't expecting that to be destructible, but I certainly appreciate the energy. Well, that counts as progress. We'll see how long that progress lasts before I have to start fast-forwarding again. Part of me wouldn't mind there being little to no progress just so this can be a short clip. The other, well, I want to see plenty of fresh things in the game and have the sense that we're edging closer and closer to the end instead of just spinning our wheels to kill time. Well, that turret implies we're going in a good direction, but maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part. Oh, good God. As if it wasn't bad enough that we have to do a good amount of platforming in a first-person game. Now I have to deal with a moving platform. Granted, I got onto it with little trouble, but still, first-person platforming is not something I enjoy doing. Well, this area certainly has a lot of phase-on in it. Makes sense since this is the phase-on mines, but still. And now we're going back to the magma caves. Well, this seems to be familiar territory, at least according to the map. And now I'm disappointed the power bomb didn't damage the glass in this too. Right. Doesn't look like there's anything new anywhere close to here. And of course, we got missiles from both of them. Bloody hell, healing is such a pain in the ass when you don't get the save point. Anyway, let's save now, then keep on fast-forwarding in the next bit of raw footage until we get to something interesting. And now, time to start looking for the next bit of unexplored ground that might not even be in the Magmore caverns. This kind of game really makes respawning enemies feel more annoying than they did in the 2D games. There are just a number of things that this game does that I can't help feeling work better in 2D than 3D. And I'm not sure if that's really my fault or the game's. It could just be that I've built a set of expectations from all the non-Nintendo 3D games I've done over the years that Nintendo games don't give a damn about. Maybe as I LP more Nintendo games as the years go on, I won't find it so odd. At the very least, it feels like I expect things to be a bit more justifiable in 3D games. Enemies respawn immediately after I leave a room. In a 2D game, I just shrug and deal with them like any other obstacle. Enemies respawn in a 3D game. It had better be a wild animal of some kind, because if it's supposedly from a sentient species, I will ask one of two questions. The first being, how did you guys get here so fast? And the second being, what do you possibly think you can do differently that the group with the exact same gear couldn't pull off in this exact same chamber less than a minute ago? I literally take more damage from the environment than from the scary-looking snake that pops out of frickin' magma. There is just no getting around the fact that those things look awesome, but have been underwhelming since their very first appearance, before we had the weapon that is explicitly their weakness. Well, we managed to get full health again. Okay, cracked glass in here. Great, I can't even find it in me to enjoy the explosion as it completely ripped through the environment around us. I don't even think that it's because I'm spoiled by more modern graphics than what this game can pull off. After all, I was certainly impressed by the attention to detail when we were still in space. We know this game can pull off some pretty nice visuals with what it's got. Now, let's keep moving on from here, back to fast forwarding. Why do I keep expecting the turrets to respawn, but I'm always annoyed by the pirates with jetpacks showing up again? Right, time to get the bridge back up, then see if we can actually find something new in that room up there. Assuming I'm not misremembering what's up here. Okay, a door blatantly opened up right under us there. The power bomb destroyed only a small bit of dirt there, while the rest just opened casually instead of breaking. Are you kidding me? I was hoping to find one of the artifacts in here. All we get was a power bomb expansion? Why do we get a power bomb and missile ammo, thanks so much? Then, so much more than health when we destroy crates and kill enemies. That really didn't feel like it was worth being hidden here at all. And once again, the fire-breathing snake is the least threatening thing in the room. Why did we end up stuck for a moment there when it's just an empty tunnel? Yeah, you're not lasting much longer than the last snake in here. Onwards up another elevator. Hoping to find something in the next area, something more meaningful than an ammo expansion. Now, I suppose the super missile thing for the ice beam was better than that, but still, I'd prefer a bit more meat to a clip, which which means either more fresh territory, an outright boss fight, or gaining some major upgrades. And we are running low on major upgrades to find this late in the game. Just like we're running low on places to go that aren't explored just yet. Yeah, not seeing anything particularly obvious in here. At least nowhere we can get to in the amount of time left in this clip. Ah well, next time. Just how many times have we blown up that single plant so far? And why is it that is the only plant of its kind out here? Guess we're saving on a ship the enemy miraculously can't find.